I just wanted to make a film which makes him happy.
I'm sure there must be times where discussing a scene, Amir would be like, "ये scene ऐसे नहीं इस way में हो सकता है." Were there any like this?
I remember once he telling me aside that, Prasanna, nothing should matter more than a film. Not your ego, nor my ego. And quite often, it would be something to cut his own role or cut his own dialogues. See, यार उनको देते तो मजा और आएगा. He's just like newcomer जो बोलते हैं ना, वो चाहे जो 5 टेक देना है, 10 टेक देना है, यहाँ पे बैठना है, वहाँ पे जाना है. Yeah.
And every actor has ups and downs in their life. Even for Aamir, has it ever happened कि वो आपके पास आया and he told you about that phase in his life?
I was very close to him in that journey. When he rose. I like to quote about Batman. They say that in Batman there is a line that why does somebody fall? Only to rise. They treat success and failure as the same. They are coming from a space of so much of tehrav and so much of wisdom. I must tell you an incident when Aamir sir got that Best Debut Director Award for Taare Zameen par. He doesn't usually accept awards, right? I was the kid who was not only inside that auditorium. यहाँ पे crowd है, auditorium के बाद एक भीड़ है, उसके बाद जो crowd होता है उस पे मैं था. So I used to keep in my engineering desk. I used to keep filmmaking books underneath and read that, and I was caught once by one teacher also.
Hi guys, this is Anusha Pujari and you're watching Filmymantra. Today I have with me joining is the director of Sitaare Zameen par, a sequel to such a film that has been loved by so many Indians, Taare Zameen par. First of all, welcome to Filmymantra, sir.
Thank you, Anusha.
How have you been doing after the release of the trailer? Have you been going through the comment sections?
Yeah, it's been an amazing, lots of love from lots of people, and especially my family. A lot of people who I've, a lot of friends from the not been in touch with for a long time. They messaged and saying that, oh, this is what you've been up to, and they really loved. They're all Aamir sir's fans like me,
Right.
and they were really giving a lot of love. And I was just thinking that it's been such a blessed journey, and very, very excited, and also very nervous.
And you are such a promising director, but now that you are a major part of such an like we can say such an anticipated sequel, how is it like for you, like working in this film right now?
Well, I don't know promising director or not, but
You are.
I think I really wanted to make a film which is very honest, and which especially when working with Aamir sir, who's someone I've really looked up to, having him on set every day, I just wanted to make a film which makes him happy.
Yes.
I think that was constantly in my mind, and with him there has been a lot of an emotional connection too, and I think he's an outstanding person and a producer too, who empowers his director. So constantly I was only trying to make a film which I'm happy with, but I would also make sure that I hope sir also likes it, and that was a very enjoyable process.
Right.
Yeah.
And while making the film, what were the points you kept in mind? Because balancing sensitivity and entertainment as well when you have such special kids on set. How was it like for you?
It's been great, yeah. I think even Shubh Mangal Savdhan was a very sensitive subject, and we dealt with humor. I think humor has got a very interesting quality that you can actually address a lot of sensitive topics. When people laugh, they connect, they bond, and they kind of open themselves up.
True.
For discussions. And when we meet somebody also as a stranger, we quickly make a joke, we laugh. Laughter is a beautiful way of community connections. And for me, therefore, humor and laughter is a very powerful human need and a tool, And in this case, right, in Shubh Mangal Savdhan, I had an opportunity to touch upon a very sensitive topic. In this too, we have an opportunity to touch upon an even more sensitive topic, and with someone like Aamir sir backing it. So, yeah, the anxiety and the fear and the sleepless nights are all there behind this calm, composed person that you're seeing. But since I think the best way to do something is from the heart, and when you do something from your heart with a good intention, then hopefully that honesty will come through.
Yes, and that nervousness, like we usually ask this to the debutants, that are you
हाँ,
nervous before the screening of this film? But
yeah.
y'all have like worked from इतने सारे years. Were you actually, you and I were really nervous before the
I mean,
release?
I am always nervous, and so is Aamir sir. He keeps saying that before every screening we have to be nervous, because when you fall in, when you have a crush on a girl or a boy, as the case may be, you're always nervous, no, whether she likes you back.
True.
So cinema is like that. I mean, you make something with so much of love. एक तो तुझे पसंद होना चाहिए. That itself is a big torture. Then the people around you should like it. Then the audience should like it. And one always feels that the person one loves should love them back. So वो होता है ना क्या कि does he love me, he loves me not.
हाँ.
तो वो तो होता है प्यार में. तो वही है.
And since you've worked so closely with Aamir, tell me, what is the difference between him working as an actor and him working as a producer?
Actually, he's all integrated in one. But I can tell you what I've learnt from him in both, as a producer and as an actor. I think as a producer, what I learned from him is that I said this to him recently also, is that to place faith on oneself and move on and achieve things or whatever, or go on a path is a very rare trait, right? Very few people have that ability to self confidence बोलते हैं ना, तो वो बहुत rare है. पर दूसरे के ऊपर कॉन्फिडेंस रखना और भी rare है.
Right.
आई कैन बी कॉन्फिडेंट कि मैं अच्छा फिल्म करूंगा, मैं दिखाऊंगा सबको, ओके वो ठीक है भाई, वो सब के पास शायद है, पर will I be able to empower some other director to the same way that Aamir sir empowered me? I don't know will I ever be able to do that. I think the way he loves his directors, the way he empowers them is amazing, and I want to learn from him. The humility, the guidance when required, and support, and all that, the way he does. And as an actor, I think from Aamir sir, what I have learned is he is ready to do any hard work to get a scene right. वो
Till now
चाहे
as well.
he's just like newcomer जो बोलते हैं ना, वो चाहे जो 5 टेक देना है, 10 टेक देना है, यहाँ पे बैठना है, वहाँ पे जाना है, sir doesn't mind at all. And suppose we make some mistakes, like sometimes we do out of focus, sometimes this cut happens. I was very scared. Na, he's such a big superstar. I've never directed a superstar before. He made me so comfortable. He made all of us very comfortable, and the Sitaare very comfortable. So I, as an actor and superstar, I learned from him how to. It doesn't matter. Every ball you face is new. Whatever you've done in the past, this ball is coming towards me. I have to hit. I have to defend or hit a sixer. This ball is new. So he's got that sportsman kind of attitude, which I really like.
And whenever you and Aamir are sitting, maybe, I'm sure there must be times where Aamir must be like, whenever you are discussing a scene, Aamir would be like, ये scene ऐसे नहीं इस way में हो सकता है. Were there any like this in this?
Well, you know what? This is often asked about Aamir sir, so let me clear out that clarification from my side. An opinion is something that even I have, and even you will have. But how do you go about discussing that opinion is what matters to me as a director, right? So it matters to me where you're coming from. Like, what is your intention, right? If your intention is to this film ko better karna hai humko, then I am also excited as a director. Why would I say no? Whether it comes from Aamir sir or whether it comes from my team or whether it comes from my child, it should not matter to me, right? I want to make a very good film. So Aamir sir, what I've realized is whenever he has inputs, it only comes from a space of inside that film. And quite often, it would be something to cut his own role or cut his own dialogues. See, यार उनको देते तो मजा और आएगा.
Improve करने के लिए.
नहीं, he will, like lot of actors, will, I'm thinking, मुझे और footage चाहिए, मुझे और डाल. In fact, sir को convince करना पड़ता है. नहीं sir, वो आप बोलेंगे तो अच्छा होगा. So I think sir comes from a very beautiful space of. I remember once he telling me aside that, Prasanna, nothing should matter more than a film. Not your ego, nor my ego. So that again I learned from him, that he's so egoless that whatever it is required. And I feel that he, on the contrary, if something is working, he's the first person to say, don't change it. एक कमा भी change मत करो.
अच्छा.
हाँ, तो वो the importance, the respect he gives to the writer, respect he gives to the script, to the every HOD. So many times people say that Sir is a perfectionist. So I would like to say that Sir is a perfectionist on how to behave. Like he's a perfectionist in behavior, like how to behave with your HODs. You know, we are all younger to him by so many years, but and I'm not talking to me about me. I'm talking about my AD, right? How to respect an assistant director's job, how to respect, because he's been there. So all of us feel that we were treated with so much of love and respect. So it's been just a very good journey with Aamir sir.
He is one of the few actors जो इतने time बाद काम कर कर भी I feel like he gives respect to the front person कि
Always.
है ना?
Oh, always. I'm telling you, he's a perfectionist in behavior because my wife constantly tells me you should learn how to be gentleman from him. So it is true. It's very difficult to be like that, you know. To always be respectful and calm is very difficult. Yeah. I mean, I try to be, but he's the bop of that.
Of this.
Yeah.
And every actor has ups and downs in their life. Even for Aamir, you know, in the recent years, the box office collection was not that good. Has it ever happened कि वो आपके पास आया and he told you about that phase in his life कि जहाँ पर चीजें नहीं चल रही थी? Maybe this film can be a comeback for him.
Well, I mean, I was with Amir sir. I have a lot of conversations about his career, his life, anecdotes, what he learned, because I want to learn from him. Like Ekalavya होता है ना वो Dronacharya. So I think I've irritated him so many times by asking him constantly like master class मिल जाता है ना. But he also very patiently explains. So I think I was very close to him in that journey. You know, when he rose. You know, I like to quote about Batman. They say that in Batman there is a line that, you know, why does somebody fall? Only to rise. So when you see sportsmen, when you see the legends that we all admire, they treat success and failure as the same. They are coming from a space of so much of tehrav and so much of wisdom that what I constantly learn from him, and I'm assuming, let's say maybe Sachin Tendulkar would have been the same, or I don't know, the achievers in life who you read in the books, in the school they teach you, no? So I feel उनके अंदर इतना वो obsession है towards their work that yes, failure and success is there. It's a part of life, but I don't think वो इतना उसको बहुत ज़्यादा affect करने देते, because I think Aamir sir enjoys the very process of filmmaking so much that that gives him joy again, you know. So that's what I have felt with him, that he loves every process of rehearsal, acting, you know, making a film, marketing a film, script discussion, edit पे, sound design पे. He loves the ऐसा बोलते ना बच्चा in a like he's a kid in a candy store. Aamir sir is like that, and we are also like that, and lucky to find a person like him to empower.
Yes, and तारे ज़मीन पर is one of those films जहाँ पे हम अभी तक emotionally connected है. Not, you know, I've read a comment जहाँ पे किसी ने लिखा था कि I was a kid when this film released, and now I have a kid when this film is releasing. So it is like one of the rarest film, I am saying. ऐसा हो सकता है, you know. So अभी जब आमिर सर आए on the sets of सितारे ज़मीन पर, क्या he also recalled those days पुराने तारे ज़मीन?
No, I used to keep asking him, you know, like during the even during the script discussion, pre-production, I used to constantly ask him. I used to play back scenes and say, sir, how did you do? Because I'm a huge admirer of that film, you know. I must tell you an incident when Aamir sir got that Best Debut Director Award for Taare Zameen Par. He doesn't usually accept awards, right? But he went for one award in Chennai called the Gollapudi Srinivas Award. And he accepted that award from that family for a very emotional reason. And when he was given that award by K. Balachandar, one of the doyens of Tamil cinema where I come from, I was the kid who was not only inside that auditorium. यहाँ पे crowd है, auditorium के बाद एक भीड़ है, उसके बाद जो crowd होता है उस पे मैं था. And I saw through the crowd, I saw Mr. Aamir walk out and spend time with everyone. So when I met him, I told him, sir, from that to this has been a blessed, unimaginable journey for me, and thank you for that, because Taare Zameen Par is one of the masterpieces. It's so beautiful in its in every department. So it's a movie where we have cried and got our, in a way, it was our therapy for the whole of India, you know.
And I think this is also one of the first films जहाँ पे parents have realized this thing कि बच्चों को, you know, we have to give importance. Correct. Because Indian families का होता है mostly. Correct. You know, people don't support their kids कि engineer करना है, doctor करना है. How many people actually, encourage their kids ki entertainment industry join karo,
Correct.
direction join karo. Acha, if you have to give a message for such parents jo, who says ki aisa field ma choose karo, what would it be?
See, I will not say message, but I would share my experience. I would not be here if not for the support and encouragement of my father and mother, my brother, my in-laws, my wife. They say it takes a village to raise a child. It takes one person to break a child. To raise a child requires a village, but to
Right.
break a child requires one person who says you're good for nothing. You know, and that's why that song also came from that you good for nothing. बोले जमाना और हमने जमाने को पलट के बोला भाड़ में जा. You have to fight. For that fight, if your family is with you, you can fight the world. But if your family is not with you, then you fight within yourself, right? It's a very
That's
tough thing. So I was very lucky to have parents who supported me. And I think anybody who wants to take any field which is hatke for a middle class family like where we come from, I think awareness is important. So I think the lot of today avenues have opened up about cinema, about opportunities where you can actually go for educational counseling, career counseling. You can ask all the questions about that field. And then you can get a lot of information. Today, a lot of girls are in the industry. They are coming out and making great careers. So now definitely the media and the storytelling industry has improved so much, and we need all sorts of people to come and create great stuff. And so I would only say that just try to understand that the passion inside your child. Just try to guide the child. And I'm not saying immediately put him to cinema or stop his engineering. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying listen to the child, talk to the child, and probably go to an educational counselor and try to find out. And like what I did, I can give as an example. My father said, you know what, we don't know anybody in the film industry. So good, you become a filmmaker, whatever. But for that, what I suggest is you do your engineering first. Because I was decently good in studies. I did my engineering, then did film school, and for a backup, he said, then at least you have a job because you have to survive in this real world.
True.
So very wise words from my father. So I did engineering, and while doing engineering, as long as I would get the marks and all that, I was okay. And I used to do short films on the side. So I used to keep in my engineering desk, I used to keep filmmaking books underneath and read that. And I was caught once by one teacher also who said that, what is this? And then he saw that and he said, he took the book and went off. And then I said, sorry, sir. Then he called me in the evening. He said, come in the evening and talk. So I went. He said, तू क्या पढ़ रहा था? I said, sorry, sir, वो filmmaking book है. अच्छा book है. मुझे भी filmmaking में interest है. बैठ जाओ.
Oh, okay.
And he ordered chai and we had this chai discussion. He said, तू filmmaker बनना चाहता है? I said, हाँ, sir. यार मैं भी वही चाह रहा था. And then we connected because of that. So a lot of people want to do passionate things. But I was just blessed and lucky. Yeah. So it's just, I think, I need to make sure that I use this to spread more happiness and to help more people.
But actually ये भी है ना, it is difficult to bring people to the cinemas जब से OTT and all आया है. Where people often say कि अगर good cinema होगा तो we will come to the theater and we will watch. ऐसा नहीं है कि हमको नहीं देखना. So what is according to you a good cinema?
Well, सबका अपना अपना normal होता है. मेरा normal मेरा, आपका normal आपका, just like our Paji says in the movie. What is good cinema for me may not be good cinema for you. And I think everyone has a right. I like idli, vada, dosa, sambar as food. I can have that all my life.
True.
You might like Chinese, for example, or whatever. So, for me, what is good cinema, I will go and watch. For you, what is good cinema, you will go and watch. I think what matters is that we need to, our cinema needs to connect. And that's all. I mean, and whether it connects or not is the holy grail. That is what makes cinema magical, because हम उसका एक formula नहीं होता. Until the day of the release, you don't know whether people will come, whether they will like. But वही तो मजा है cinema में. Like I said, that girl or guy who you are interested in, will that girl slap you, or will the girl say नहीं तो तू मेरा भाई जैसा है, और या तो वो बोले कि yes, I also love you. So, but that is the thrill, right? So I would say that each to his own, and whatever cinema connects to whatever, they should watch it.
And this is like from an audience point of view a question ki why is Bollywood not making a survival thriller genre series like we have in Hollywood, we have in Korean series that we see. Bollywood में अब तक ऐसा कुछ क्यों नहीं आया?
That's a good. You should write it. Are you a writer? Yes. You should write it. I'd love to read it. Why not? Why
But
not?
हाँ, because we see romantic films, we see action films. I feel like अगर ऐसा कुछ Bollywood if we release और
Okay.
अगर dub हुआ है English में या whatever language, it will be a global hit.
Sure. I love to read what you write.
The last question is कि I've read this quote कि it is up to the director's hand कि एक actor कैसे act करता है in a film. Do you agree?
Let me put it this way. A director should take all the blame for the film and should share all the credit for the film. That's a good director. The way I have been brought up, a director or a leader is somebody who shares the credit and takes the blame. So I feel that a director is somebody who is like a leader, like a captain of a cricket team. Without a great team, director is nothing.
True.
If you're a captain of a cricket team, तो जितना भी strategist हो जो भी हो पर you need the players to go out and play. You're not playing. It's the team who's playing. A director should be a person, I feel, and this is the directors I admire, who inspire the people around them, who motivate the people and give a positive environment for the best of them to come out and in the service of the script. But I would say a director is somebody who empowers people to be better and better and you know. So I don't know this particular quotation, but this is what I believe about direction.
Yes.
A director is somebody who should, who's nothing without the team. Because if anything, cinema is absolute teamwork. I think everything is a teamwork, but cinema especially is a teamwork. And the cricket analogy I use because it's easy to understand in India, that yes, a captain is important, but the captain cannot go and bat
Team
everything.
ही नहीं होगी, तो
Team
what is the
is,
point?
this is a team. It's always the team. If you are, I will say a director is only as good as his team.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, and with that note, thank you so much for joining and
Thank
all
you.
the very best for the film.
Thank you.
It is really already getting a lot of love
Okay.
on the trailer as well.
Thank you.
Thank you so much and all the very best.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.